Our camera pans over the hills of Hinterland, a few days north and west of the ruins of Vogler. We see a small encampment, fire burning in the night. As we move closer to the fire, it's surrounded by what looks like an adventuring party. It's an eclectic bunch, to be sure. We catch them in the middle of planning something, voices among the sounds of the night-shrouded hills. A small calico tabaxi sits on a rock.
We know where she is. Sheena and I scouted the spot.
The tabaxi points to a lean tiefling woman with blue-gray skin and dark blue hair.
If we hit them with the full assault, we just smash and grab the knight and run.
A near 7-foot monster of a black dragonborn in ebony plate mail speaks next. If we split into 2 groups and send the scouts and a security officer at their supply lines, we can disrupt them and get away with some supplies. It would also be a good distraction to grab Becklin. The camera moves past them to a small hill where a couple of the group keep watch, looking out into the night, but talking intently. A red-skinned tiefling saying,
"You're gonna sit there and tell me that a steak is better than that ramen that we got from the barge in the Astral Sea?"
The other, a slender, androgynous warforged, laughs and responds.
"Grayson, her sister was a witch. She made the best steak ever. You can't deny that. You're saying that the ramen was the best? Did that not have bits of mind flayer in it?"
The camera pulls back over the hills, away from the force from the Shard of Discord. Wow, it's been a while, so this'll be fun.
It's been a hot minute.
It has been a while. Just, God damn it. Hi, welcome to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. It's been a little while. For us, not for you. It'll be like 2 weeks for you at home because I could have not had more issues working on the last episode, but that's great. Hey, look, all my friends are here. This is all of them.
Jeez, that reflects poorly on you.
I can count them literally on one hand. Isn't that great? Never more than a handful. Otherwise, I'd drop them. So because of that, and we haven't done character recaps in a long time, I thought I'd throw some people into the fire and we'll get character recaps for what happened last time. I'm sure this will go really well. So roll me d20s, cast. And we'll see who has the pleasure of attempting to recap the most recent episode.
Is this punishment for...
Yes.
I can tell you now. It's
God.
This is punishment.
It's Connor's fault.
Mhm.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I was gone, but.
Yep. So, you know, whenever we're ready here, and it's fine. I got a 2, a 5, a 16, a 13. Kat, are you gonna roll one?
My game signed me out.
That's not an excuse.
That's
Can
a
someone
forfeit,
roll?
I think. That's an automatic.
That's an automatic forfeit.
Forfeit,
Signing back
yeah.
in?
That's a penalty right
I
there.
think I will maybe feel a little bit bad making Kat speak while sick to do the recap.
It's alright, mate.
You know what, Connor? You do the recap.
I'm actually
No,
about...
I rolled a 16.
Yeah, and so actually today, it turns out we're doing the highest number.
Don't think we are.
So that's crazy how we have to get Talinor Greymoon's input on a recap here. And of course, do what you remember and I'll fill in the gaps. I just, you know, this is for going to get a tattoo.
Is this bit off camera?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Good. The stupid commenters won't realize. All right, what do I have in my notes? I do have notes, because I'm a good boy.
Oh, that's impressive.
Not very many notes, but I do have some notes.
There was an attempt.
It's all right.
That's, come on.
Let the record
That's
show.
sabotage.
An attempt was made.
Talinor Greymoon, please bring us in.
Very well. Very well. All right. Well, last time we fled to Kalaman via some rafts, which is a large walled city known as the Beacon of the East. And it is awfully impressive, I must say. I've never been here before, but it's lovely. In fact, I sort of assume it's called the Beacon of the East because it may be one of the main bastions of this region, actually. We entered through the Warrior's Gate, I believe, which was awfully formidable. And in fact, we were sent to speak to the council in the council chambers. However, it seemed as though the rather dastardly, portly lord that we'd previously met in Vogler had beaten us to the punch. So, once we're there, seems like we'd been a little bit of the old sabotaged. He was sort of advocating, what's called Lord Baccharis, that's his name. He was sort of advocating on the side of let's all go and valiantly die, trying to retake Vogler, which I'm not a huge fan of. And we tried speaking some sense into them, but I was largely distracted by a woman staring at me the whole time, which has happened to me before. But in this case, it was quite a threatening circumstance indeed. And apparently that woman, some sort of retired mage or some such. And as somebody who shouldn't really be a mage, that may have consequences for me. And I was somewhat focused on the consequences of me to the point where I'm not really sure what everyone else got up to. But that's what I did.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. It's great. Of course, you'd be rather concerned with the mage staring at you the entire time. Also,
Wyhen was her name.
Yeah,
and she runs an apothecary.
An apothecary, exactly, just to the west of Castle Kalaman. In addition, you did do a little tiny reveal on I don't know, being a noble.
Oh, that's right. Shit, yes. It wasn't really a reveal. I am a noble. I just sort of mentioned it.
Okay, a reveal for everyone else.
Well, I already knew, so yes.
In addition to that,
spoken like a true noble.
Yeah. Most of our work was establishing the Vogler refugees at Kalaman, and essentially a bit of a warehouse structure outside the trade gate on the northwestern side of town. And with some caveats to them being allowed to be here, also being housed, fed, protected, etc. We've somewhat been conscripted by the Kalaman military, in that Darrett was conscripted by the Kalaman military, and you all are serving as quote-unquote advisors for a time and potentially helping out where you can just to secure the Vogler people's future here in Kalaman for the time being. It seems that you adequately persuaded the Kalaman rulers that we shouldn't go charging back into Vogler because everyone will die. And now we're taking a bit more tactful look at that. Some of us are housed up in Castle Kalaman in some of the more abandoned portions there and have stayed the night. Others have stayed with the Vogler people. But where we will begin today is with everyone in Castle Kalaman kind of coming together during the morning, taking a breakfast at the quarters in the castle proper here.
Oh, good. I love it when it's a combat map.
Yeah. You know, I decided to expand our map usage
for immersion,
a little bit. Yeah, purely for immersion. But yeah, we would find ourselves here in an early adventurer's morning, having finally got a good night's sleep after fleeing overnight from Vogler here. And be taking a bit of breakfast while we await Darrett, who has said and has been in the council chamber this morning and has told you previously that he would be back with, apparently, there's a mission to be had here. So, while we're hanging out in the early morning, would anyone be doing anything particular? Or are we just chilling and eating?
Well, I'm chilling and eating. I'm ravenous.
Perfect. Love that. Okay. Easy enough then. Darrett would enter the room on the northern side here. He looks at you all and he looks tired. Good morning, everyone. If you don't mind taking a moment here, I've been asked to, put you on a bit of a mission for the time being. Kalaman's leadership is rather disturbed, as were we all, by being blasted by fire. The dragon-like invention that the Red Dragon Army deployed, and we need some more information. Apparently, there's a gnomish inventor named Tatina Rukeldust, south of here, about 12 miles.
Vendry would like for you all to go to Rukeldust and see if she knows anything about the device or similar ones. I suggested as well, if you wanted to grab Van, he might be, well, A, he might be interested, and B, well, he might be able to help too. Though, it's been said that the roads southwards are a bit dangerous already, so I don't know if you want to put him out there like that. Regardless, your decision, I put it out there, and it is what it is. Even if Rukeldust doesn't know anything, Kalaman's forces would like to meet with her in the city, recruit her as an advisor for other potential mechanical things. Same with you, Razik. They want you to serve in some capacity with your expertise there, and Van as well. Unfortunately,
Alright.
yeah.
Is that a paid position by any chance?
Well, you're already being paid here. You have a stipend and the housing and food, and additionally, you're receiving 5 gold pieces a week.
Alright. I forgot about that.
No,
we
of
get
course.
we get paid whether we go or not, right?
Well, you don't have to go, but if you don't go, I have to round up some of the Vogler volunteers and send them instead. And I would rather not have to do that this morning.
I don't care.
How dangerous are these roads that we're talking about?
At
You said they're
most
somewhat dangerous.
word that there's been some farmsteads that have been under attack recently. Most are saying brigands, but some survivors have made it here, and well, they've spoken of hobgoblins, and black armor with red filigree and things of that nature. And I think perhaps we may, well, the Red Dragon Army may already have some forward forces here.
Oh, good.
Yes, not ideal in the least. Unfortunately, I will not be coming with you. It's been suggested by Lord Bakaris that I should receive a command. So I will be integrating the Vogler volunteers with the Kalaman military today and the next coming days. There's apparently a mission that we're supposed to go on as well soon, so please return safely. I will likely need your assistance.
Lord Bakaris suggested you do that.
Yeah, he looks at you and with scrunched eyes.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to get you killed when you think about it, so
I didn't want to
don't
think
do that.
But I do think that might be the case. And I don't know why he would want that other than out of pure pettiness and jealousy, maybe.
Well, I think you have influence in the survivors now, and he seems rather threatened by that, so just keep an eye out,
Right,
Always,
of course.
if things get too bad, give him the old... I'll make a vague sort of stabbing motion with my fork.
I'm not really good at that, but...
He looks over at Ravenna and Svartaled.
If perhaps I could persuade you both with maybe my own stipend of money to serve as more personal guards on your return?
Yes.
Assuming we survive?
Well, right. I don't expect Tatina to be, trying to kill you. The roads and things along it might, but
We'll be
you're all
fine.
very
Something
strong.
about the journey and
We will be
dangerous.
fine.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Consider it done.
The last thing,
And he'll walk over to Talinor and he holds out a sealed parchment that has black wax on it, that has the Mages of High Sorcery seal.
I'll confidently take it off him and turn to the rest and go, well, I'm dead. Nice knowing you, everyone.
oh, hopefully not dead, but Wyan was in the meeting chamber. She didn't say anything
I noticed.
the entire time this morning, and she was just writing a note, and then she sealed it and handed it to me as we were all leaving, and said, "Give this to Talinor."
Ah, love letter.
Oh, perhaps, yes.
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably. Okay, well, thank you. I'll take the scroll off him. I'll say, Darrett, I have something for you, actually. Something that I don't really need, but might be quite useful, that I was given by our friend Razik, actually.
All right.
Can I give him one of the sending stones that Razik gave to me and Kayla?
Sure.
I say, if Bakaris does try anything, or just anything sort of untoward does happen, you can use this and it'll contact Kayla. And she's, let's be honest, probably the most responsible one of us to contact.
Raina,
So,
not Kayla, but that's okay.
What?
Raina, that's a good point. I'm very stupid. But yeah, anyway, give it to Raina. And she's probably the most sensible of us to contact. And we can hopefully beat a hasty return should you need us.
That is most generous. I just speak into it and Raina, come in, Raina.
Well, he's wasted it for the day now. That's it. You can't use it for the rest of the day now.
That was your one go.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. But do you want it back, or should I keep it for tomorrow?
I'd say keep it for when we're away. As maybe only use it in an emergency.
Was it like a feedback thing going on? Is it like a proximity issue, or?
It's a little close, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
A little
I'm
nauseous.
so sorry.
No, you're fine, Darren. But it works. It works.
All right. Well, that's the news from this morning. I'm out to collect the Vogler volunteers and get them integrated. It seems a lot of them are eager to serve with Kalaman's military against this threat, which I don't blame them, losing our homes in that
before
fashion.
we get back.
No, hopefully, and he, taps his armor. Hopefully, it holds up all right. Well, good luck to you all. And I'll see you when you return. And you'll give a nod and exit out of the room.
I'll
May Paladine be with you.
And
I'll
with
start
you.
chipping away at the wax on the seal of the note.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it comes up rather cleanly. It is a simple note that starts with Talinor Greymoon. Her full name. It says,
Always
I
in
have
trouble when it's your full
news.
name on the letter.
yeah, I have news of your father. Come to Wyon's apothecary after your mission alone. There's no signature on it, but that's it.
Interesting. All right then. Well, I'm not dead. Not at the moment, at least. But okay. I'll just sort of furrow it away in my robe pockets of my tunic.
Absolutely. Tucked it away. Yeah, I mean, that's today's mission. Is there anything else you would like to do before we head out onto the road?
I lean in towards Bartle and say, he seems to be a tactician both in war and in love. Interesting.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah. So for us, we would head out of Kalaman, out of the castle proper, and onto the road.
Well, are we picking up Than? Sorry.
Yeah, do you want to?
Well, I mean, I would say to I mean, I think he's I like Than a lot. We get on. I don't know if the rest of you would be opposed to it, but I'd happily have him with us.
I figured we'd give him the option if he wants to come.
I think we'd probably
know.
ask him. Yes.
If he doesn't, I'm not going to force the poor
Might
dude.
be quite dangerous, and he seems quite a timid soul in a way.
He seems quite fit for the job.
Yeah, he's gonna do
got
fine.
tools.
He's gonna do great.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, so we would know that Dan is out past the trade gates on the northwest side, assisting out with the Vogler residents and things like that. You'd find him there with both Pinky and Stinky, just having a morning breakfast and conversing with some of the former residents of Vogler.
Oh, hi. Good morning, everyone. Come in. How's things going? How was the castle? I bet staying overnight was pretty exciting.
I thought it was quite nice. I don't know about everyone else. It was pretty fancy, I thought. The breakfast was pretty good.
Oh, what did you have?
Yeah. These nobles have a great stable.
Oh, you went and visited the stable?
I slept there.
Oh,
It was comfy.
oh, good. I'm glad. I hope they had some clean hay for you to sleep in.
Wait,
Ew,
you slept in
why?
a stable?
Why clean?
You just like look at Svartle and you start seeing that there's just bits of straw and hay sticking out of his mane and beard.
Ravenna, did you sleep in the stable too?
No.
Just checking. Not a problem. Looking at Svartal. Just checking.
Well, that's a
I
curious
don't care.
decision. What brings you to our little home?
Well, Fan, we've been assigned a mission to seek out. You might know her, Tatina Ruggledust.
Ruggledust,
council.
yes. Oh goodness, yes. I think she has a home south of here. We exchanged notes from time to time before Vogler burned down.
Well, that's nice. Well, we've like I said, we've been assigned to go and fetch her for the council.
Oh.
And well, we just wanted to come and see if you wanted to come with us. But just before, we have been warned the road might be a bit dangerous. So if you prefer to stay here, I think we understand.
Well, I'm quite proficient at hiding, and I would really like to see her workshop. So I would love to go if you'll have me.
Of course, aye.
Oh, yes, no, this is exciting. Oh, we've talked so much, but she makes the most greatest inventions, things that help around the house, but all of them kind of look like little animals. It's very fun and exciting. I had some of her,
And he starts digging around in his, leather knapsack.
well, I did have some of her designs before. I based off, the Pinky and Stinky are based off of some of her initial designs. Anyway.
Hey, Than.
Yes, Svartal.
Look at me.
Hi.
Have you ever killed anything before?
No, I somewhat fancy myself a bit of a vegetarian, actually.
You didn't say kill
You're
them.
not even in self-defense?
Well, I've never really had to defend myself.
Guys, he's a liability.
Yes, potentially. But I have been working on something, if you want to see it. Stinky? Pinky? Go!
And he'll extend a hand here, and much like a Megazord, Pinky and Stinky will stack themselves together, locking in place into giant spider size. He goes, huh? Look at this! And now, fire! And you'll watch as the jaw of the spider will drop open, and a metal dart will fire out from it, impacting the wooden wall of the warehouse. Just thuds into it.
Sorry. Just trying to show I'm not a liability.
Watch where you
Yeah,
point
I'm
that
impressed.
thing, please.
That was great.
Thank you.
That was fantastic. I vote he comes with, especially with the giant spider.
Really? Oh, that's...
Well, yes, I mean, it's a giant spider that shoots darts, of course.
But
It's
it's
a
pretty cool,
machine.
right? I've been working on it for a little bit since we got here. Well, I would love to come, so thank you for inviting me. When do we go?
Yeah, I think right now, unless anyone has anything else they wanted to do.
All right. Sounds like we are heading out. Perfect.
You want to go see your lover, do you?
Yes, perhaps take a stroll by, or whatnot. Inconspicuously peek through the window.
Talinor, what about
No.
that terrifyingly hot chick that sent you a letter?
No, I'm good.
No,
All right,
I'm
no
good.
comments. All right.
Back to the
That
giant
means it's
spider,
spicy.
please.
Oh, good.
Talinor, you have a lover? Oh, you moved quickly when we got
Nope.
here, huh?
Nope,
No?
nope, that's not the case. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, look, he's blushing.
Yeah, that might be the case. And we're moving on.
All right. And so we will proceed. Yeah, we would head south, essentially, away from Kalaman, and hopefully towards the Rukeldust home. Pull us back out to the large map here as we I'm gonna take in where we're at, which is way top in Kalaman here. The lands around Kalaman consist of open fields, rolling hills, and scattered woods. The south rise to the Dargard Mountains is constantly cloaked in dark clouds. I would love a history check for everyone that could be familiar with Solamnia and the Solamnic provinces here.
I've read it in a book. No, I haven't.
Yeah. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't.
Am I looking for? You said history. All right.
Yeah, just a little history jam here as I get our
Rizik's
walking
just like,
music.
this
on.
is near the fucking desert.
Oh goodness!
Enough of that, please.
Talinor with a 7, Reyna with a 12, Ravenna with an 8, Svartal with a 12. So this particular group here, Reyna and Svartal, you would know that the constant cloaking of clouds that spreads its gloom across the surrounding land, you know that the province of Nightland, which encompasses both Dargard Mountains and Kalaman, is widely said to be a land of eternal twilight where the sun never shines. But in reality, the area is just gloomy and sees frequent drizzle. It hardly suffers from some kind of accursed darkness. But what it does suffer from is rain. And as we start heading southwards, the rain does begin to fall. And it puts a bit of a dampness.
As rain does.
Yeah, it puts a bit of a dampness on our walk southwards.
Water is
Ooh,
wet.
maybe
Water
we,
is wet.
we can get some nice coffee from the hipsters up here in Seattle.
Oh, I want
The Ruchel
You don't
Dust.
want to cry.
Yeah, the Ruchel
want
Dust home is supposed to be about 12 miles south of here. Light rain begins to fall, and distant lightning is visible over the Dargard Mountains to your south. I would love perception checks from the group. This is a group perception check.
7.
Nice. Talinor with a
Unnatural 20.
20. Reyna with a 20. Svartal with a 14, and Ravenna
Why
with
do
a
I have-
12. It's a
Yeah,
toggle at the
well,
top of your sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. Talinor and Reyna, about an hour or so of travel southwards, you see not only the darkness up in the mountains, but some kind of splotch to the south and off to the side of the road a little bit. As it resolves in your vision, you note that it is smoke. It is climbing up from a building off the side of the road. There are sheep outside of the building and people, at least a person. And then you start seeing more. There's a group of people rooting around this burned out farmhouse. Some of them appear to have this reddish hue to their skin, and long ears and black hair that spills down their back. They're hobgoblins. A man who just exits the front door here as you get closer has the black armor and red filigree, recognizable from the Red Dragon army. You've not yet been noticed, but it is only a matter of time. What do you want to do?
I held up my fist kind of in that moment for everybody to stop and immediately get down closer to the ground.
Fist bump.
All right. If we're trying to stealth for me. Roll some stealth checks. No, I'll get our boy up on here too.
Natural
No.
20.
I
15
don't
for
like
the
heavy
boy.
armor.
No.
Talinor just he's like the peace out movie. He's like, bye.
Talinor natural 20, Reyna with a 4, Razik with a 12, and Ravenna and Svartal are just standing up straight.
I don't know if
You can say, yeah, that's what you're doing. I just gotta know.
I will try.
I would like to throw my javelin.
It might. So I'm gonna roll it, but
Okay.
Svartal's very much gonna be like, not really, just kind of trying to follow the group and what they're doing. Not really trying to stealth, just trying to mimic what everybody else is doing.
Okay. which is stealthing at this point. So
effectively,
it's
but not effectively.
It's a 3. So Arlo, you kind of like half crouch down and it doesn't go super duper well. And Ravenna, I mean, throw your javelin, I guess.
I see Spartle do this. I go.
It's just like
I'm imagining Spartle's going.
Yeah, just crouching very
but
slowly.
also shrugging the whole way down.
His hands are like.
Ravenna, throw that javelin. And then, I mean,
right.
I thought we were going to get maybe a little sneaky here, but instead I'm going to have you roll me initiative immediately after. Distance-wise,
So
here it
glad
is going to
I
be a
ducked.
disadvantage, especially through the dimness of our rainy day here. Don't forget to click on your tokens first before
I have
rolling
dark vision.
that
Does
initiative.
that count?
Yes, you do have dark vision, but the like dimness here, yes,
That's
it
all
is
I'm
limited
asking
to
is if it
60
counted
feet.
or
It
not.
does count, but that's okay. Yeah, you're still rolling here with disadvantage due to
Okay,
the
let's see
distance
here.
of this particular throw.
All right, let's go. And
That is an 8. It's still with disadvantage, so it will miss as it goes impacting onto the side of the farmhouse here with a thud. And don't worry, Connor, I went and actually got us more banging tracks to listen to
Oh
and I'm
yeah.
gonna shout
for all of this.
I'm gonna throw
Unleash
it. I'm
the
gonna go.
bangers.
Hey! That's all I'm gonna
Oh,
shout.
no.
Hey!
Yeah, the the cough. I'm sorry. Oh god. Yeah, the human man at the front of the farmhouse here will like obviously sees the javelin impacts there, turns around and shouts, "Says, Oi! Let's get to work! Your final test for the army! Let's go!" And they will draw weapons against you here.
Oh good.
Yeah, of course. And it is a contingent of hobgoblins, which will be fun for us, wearing the black and red armor of the Red Dragon Army. Okay, do I have everyone on here? Razik, Svartal, Reyna, Talonor.
It didn't put me on there, and I got a 5.
That's all
I
right.
clicked my
Somebody
video.
didn't click that token.
I did! I clicked my token. Listen here.
I got you. Boom.
Thank you.
At the top is going to be one of these hobgoblins that currently on your vision you can't really see. But we will find him as I get this turn order thing situated on our map side. We'll
Who needs
step
to see
out
him?
to the front door holding a longbow, and we'll fire it off at Ravenna, who is just standing in the middle of the road here. It is going to be a 15 to hit Ravenna, and it is going to hit you for the really big damage of 3, as it kind of glances off your shoulder there. Reyna,
Okay.
so much for hiding. What do you want to do?
I'm so glad I ducked. Javelin just slicing into the air. I will, however, use that awesome skill that Svartal recommended, which is Charger. So we're gonna go ahead and just charge right in, using
Okay.
the full 60 feet, which should get me, if I measured correctly, right about here.
Yes, absolutely. Sprinting across, leaping the fence in full armor, running forward at the enemy. Yeah, okay. So that's a dash.
I don't think. Okay, so if you move at least 10 feet in a straight line immediately before taking this bonus action, either you gain a +5 bonus to the attack's damage roll, or I get to push the target 10 feet away from you. Well, I unfortunately am not within
Not
melee range of
close
this guy.
enough. If only
Chicken
you
nuggets.
hadn't have ducked back and had stood with Ravenna, you would have been able to do it. It's all right. You're here now. Do you have any other bonus actions you want to do?
That is a very good question. I do not have any bonus actions that I'm going to do right now, but I will, of course, brandish my my shield and my sword, kind of get ready.
Absolutely. Talonor.
Yes. Hello. I'm going to step up next to where Ravenna is. Now, this fella doing the yelling,
Yes.
can I see him clearly from here?
It's dim light, but it's clear enough to not have like disadvantage as long as you have the
Sure.
range for it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. In that case, wow, I always forget how long range this spell is.
It's forever.
I will just... No, it's Chaos Ball. That's 120 feet range. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will just cast a level 1 Chaos Ball at him for now.
Absolutely.
which is going to be an 18 to hit.
Awesome. Love that. It does indeed hit for 12.
It's 12. It's a 3 and a 4. Let's do force damage. I'm not throwing fire damage at a dragon dude.
12 total points of force damage slamming into the dragon army. Soldier here immediately bloodying him. Yeah.
Yeah, bloodied nerd.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I will then take the tactical step behind Ravenna and end my turn.
Absolutely. We're going to get some more hobgoblin action as there are some that were around the side of the building. Another longbow shot towards Ravenna, who is large in the front here. 19 hit for 7 more piercing damage. The dragon army soldier, gosh, I think recognizing... Ooh. You know what? His religious fervor will not allow retreat. And he is going to step forward here towards Reyna and is going to make multiple attacks against her here. He is going to utilize his longsword one-handed, so he makes sure he has his shield out. This will be a 23 on the first attack and a 14 on the second. So the first will hit, the second will not, as it hits your shield here. It will do 5 slashing and 3 fire damage as his longsword bursts to flame. Svartal.
Yes. I mean, we're kind of far. So
Yes.
Oh, that's not how you do that. That's so far. I guess we're gonna have to dash no matter what. So, yeah, I guess we'll just we'll get close, as close as we can, which is gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go into Svartal will go into a nice, lovely, beautiful rage.
Yeah.
Rawr, while growing a tail,
Awesome.
and having his tail shoot out the back.
Okay. So that's your bonus action there. That is your action. That's your movement. Good to go on that front. Razik.
Okay, Joel, I will deploy my Steel Defender,
Yes.
and then I think both me and it'll probably hold on. Well, let me do my movement first. Then I will I'll move 30 feet here, and then I'll fire a firebolt at the one with the longbow on the north side of the house.
Okay. Absolutely.
So it's a 19 to hit
Yes.
for 1 damage.
Oh, huge. Big one.
It's a massive.
Huge.
And then my Steel Defender, sorry, it came out back
Yes.
here. It will. Hold on, I think it has 40 feet movement. Let me double check.
Would you prefer to summon it next to you up here?
Well, I didn't want to game the system because it deploying off my back. We're already kind of gaming the system. I don't know, Joel.
Razik, you would know to probably wait until he's completed his movement to then deploy
I
his
am a
Steel
firm
Defender.
believer in the action economy and the most efficient way of doing things. So,
Yes.
well, I guess in that case, the Steel
In
Defender
this action economy,
In this action
we'll-
economy.
we'll move here, and I will make a melee attack against the bloodied fella.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's,
Oh, 24.
24.
Yeah. It will auto roll this because it does have the crit next to it, but we'll just take the first.
Okay.
Yep, you just click Force
Sorry.
Empowered Rend above the 24.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so it'll be a 4 there.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay, Razik, anything else?
No.
All right. Let's see here. We've got more hobgoblin-y action. There is more on the south side here. They will be able to get here, and I think Svartal, you're pretty close. And you're big. I think you're gonna get a longbow attack here. It is going to be a 15 to hit for 7 piercing damage, half down to 3. Then is going to move a little bit forward here and crouches down behind the fence on the north side, and then he looks at Razik and he goes, "Oh, all right, watch this, Pinky and Stinky, go!" And he'll throw his spider contraption out. It does take the form of a giant mechanical spider that will then, in a 40-foot movement, run forward towards the enemies. It will then make a dart attack here against the Dragon Army soldier. That is gonna miss. That is a 3 on the die, unfortunately. It'll just impact the back here. Okay, more hobgoblins. 30 feet out to here. Reyna looking at a longbow shot here. That is going to be an 18 for 6. And then from inside, hobgoblin running out the door. This one is going to brandish a longsword here. One-handed. And he's going to attack our little mechanical friend. What is it, 21 for 8? And he's going to
Reaction protection.
yes, for disadvantage.
Yes, disadvantage.
19
Still hits.
for 8 plus martial advantage, an additional 2d6 the hobgoblin can apply here for 9 more.
Good lord.
Yeah. Ravenna, the fight has popped off. What do you want to do?
I would like to use my movement. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I'm gonna move my right here. And then I would like to throw another javelin at... Where's my handy dandy ruler? There we go.
Handy dandy notebook.
I'm gonna throw it at
Yeah, so keep in mind, javelin does have a base, I believe, 30
120.
30
Is it
foot
30
range.
or is it...
Javelin is 30
30
feet
out of, yeah.
base.
Yeah.
120 is max. So everything over 30 is at disadvantage. 120 is impossible. Over 120 is impossible.
I guess I'll use my dash. What is that? Dash is the... It
It's
just
your
doubles the
movement
amount.
one more time.
Yeah. Okay. 30.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. And then I'll use action surge.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And then I will throw my javelin.
Yeah. Who's your target?
This guy right here in the back.
Dude in the door. Got it.
The duder in the door.
Yep. 8.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, will miss.
Why am I rolling just 8s?
As it clangs off some armor there, Ravenna. You do still have a bonus action should you wish to use it.
A banky. What the heck?
Did you want to rage?
Yes, I will rage because
All right.
I'm so angry that I missed.
Absolutely.
Let me use rage.
All right.
All right.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. More hobgoblin action. Running out of the building here. Find ourselves next to our little fox compatriot. I'm
Come
gonna
on, Joel.
roll the D2 here. 1 for Reyna, 2 for little mechanical buddy. So Reyna it is. The hobgoblin will swing the longsword here. It is a 17.
Hang on. I will use deflect attack. I will oppose disadvantage of it.
All right. It's
17 actually misses.
it misses anyways, but that's down to a 10. It's fine. Reaction's taken. Done. And then more hobgoblin running forward here. Reyna again for you. This is a 14 and will also miss. Reyna, this brings us to you now.
First things first, pumping some lay on hands into myself. That's automatic. I'm gonna
It is
pump
an
13.
action.
Oh, it is an action.
Yep, we had this discussion last time. It is an action.
Look, I have a fish guppy memory. It's very short and small. Okay, then with that being said, we are currently surrounded. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this hobgoblin that just stepped up. With an attempt, I'm gonna attack one-handed longsword. Oop.
It is a 12. Unfortunately, that will miss.
And I think I only have one attack this turn.
Mhm.
And I don't think that I currently have a bonus action.
The bonus actions that you could take are likely gonna be like you can prep Thunderous Smite right now if you wanted to. But that doesn't really help you in any way. Yeah, you're kind of limited on that front.
Yep, that ends my turn.
Okay, Talonor, at range.
At range.
What do you
as
wanna do?
always. I will step up next to Mr. Zeke. And do you know what? in the interest of not burning myself out too quickly, I'm just going to chuck a firebolt at that northern hobgoblin that's sort of in the melee.
Absolutely.
That is a 10 to hit,
That will
unfortunately.
splash against the shield of the hobgoblin, dealing no damage.
Yeah, give Razik a little thumbs up, and my turn.
All right.
I'll return the thumbs up.
On the northern side, this hobgoblin on the north side of the burned out house is going to fire an arrow at Razik, I think. Since you are here and also doing things. 21, Razik, for 9. I'm hot
okay.
today. Holy. The dragon army soldier is going to attempt... It's going to attempt to attack the little guy. I'm gonna make one attack. And then I'm waiting for Reyna to say the protection thing. Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll use my reaction.
All right. The first one is at disadvantage, which is a 6. The second attack, however, is a natural 20 at a 24 for 13 slashing and 6 fire damage.
Well, it's down.
He goes down.
You just hear a, no! You buggers!
Oh, don't worry, Razik. I've got plenty of spare parts with Pinky and Stinky. We can get them back. Don't worry.
I know. It's just annoying.
And then the Dragon Army soldier will back up into the building for free because the reactions have been used. Svartal.
Yeah. Okay. My great axe, it's huge, right? I'm gonna have to use both hands for it.
It is a two-handed weapon. If you use it with one hand, it is at disadvantage.
Okay, it's fine. We're gonna use it with 2 hands.
Okay.
Let's see. So I'm gonna go straight down, thus not to get too close to him, and then too close to the one next to Reyna, and then and then travel the 10 feet in a straight line to activate my charger ability.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom, to attack this mother trucker with.
So charger is based on when you use your action to dash.
Is it when dash?
When you use your action to dash, you can use a bonus action to make one melee attack or to shove a creature. If you move at least 10 feet in a straight line immediately before taking this bonus action, you either gain +5 to the attack or damage roll.
That before taking this bonus action is probably what I missed. Interesting. Okay, I'm still gonna attack these guys on the outside though.
Okay.
That's weird. It doesn't.
I mean, you can sacrifice your action and say
No.
that you dashed, but like,
No, it's fine. We're still gonna hit here.
okay.
We're raging anyway. We should be doing
Sir.
a lot.
That is a
Nope, we're rolling
natural
one.
1. Speaking too soon about doing a lot. That will miss, Svartal. What else would you like to do?
I still have more movement.
Indeed. You are currently in melee range here.
I'm gonna be weird and I'm gonna get in between them.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of just like work your way around both. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, or because my 1, I just move past them because I missed so hard.
Yeah. Lunge and stumble and end up between the two enemies. Got it.
Yeah.
Razik, back on the northern side here. Your little buddy down.
I know. So Phil Anger, Razik will use the full movement to get into melee range at the top goblin. And he'll swing his great sword.
Great sword on a 21! Huge.
That's 16.
This is your first greatsword swing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Describe
Good
to me
lord.
how you obliterate this hobgoblin.
Well, I imagine it's kind of like an underhand slice upwards, and there might be like a little bit of blue electricity crackling along it, but just for effect.
Absolutely.
As I swing out.
The blade crackles and you bisect the hobgoblin through the plate armor, and he drops immediately. That was
I've
awesome.
never done that before.
That was super cool. Razik, bonus action?
I've got nothing, Joel.
Okay.
That's my turn.
hobgoblins. They're battling down here with Svartal. Kind of scroll that down a little bit. We're gonna have some longsword attacks, one-handed against Svartal. That is a 17 to hit. For
reaction.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll a d8 to see if I can lower that.
Yeah. It's for the tail swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's gonna be a total amount here. So you'll reduce the total
enough.
by 1. Right.
Yeah. It adds 1 to my armor class.
Oh, it adds 1 to the armor class. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was a damage reduction. Yeah. Okay. So this will hit for 4 slashing plus the martial advantage that they get once per turn. I rolled 2 1s there, so it is going to be 6 total, reduced down to 3, Svartal. So not too bad. Okay. Van yells out, "Go, Pinky Stinky! Get him!" And the spider will lunge forward at the hobgoblin on the southern end here and attempt to hit. That's a 20 to hit, and he will deal 2d6 plus 3 damage for 7 total on this guy, bloodying him up. Nice. More hobgoblin. Back down here with Svartal. Hobgoblin attack. This one is a 16 to hit for 9 plus the 2d6 martial. God damn. 16 half down to 8. And then on the side here, man, that Razik, that was dangerous. I think you're gonna get some attention from the hobgoblin here.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no one else has done that. 16 to hit.
Yeah, that does hit.
Additional 2d6. This is 8, 9, 17 points of damage.
Out.
Martial advantage is brutal. Okay. Ravenna. What do you think?
The one next to Razik, that's the one that just hit him, right?
The one to the south, yes.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Let's see here. I like to go 5, 10, 15 or 20. I would like to attack with my polearm.
Okay. Remember, your polearm is a reach weapon. You don't always have to close distance
so
if you don't want to.
So I technically could go. Oh,
You could be here.
I want to go right there
Okay,
for now.
sure.
Because it's Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like to go there. I would like to attack with my halberd,
Yeah. 24 hits.
and I am raging.
Yep.
Is that? Yeah.
There should be
And
a
then
little toggle.
the damage. I do have it
Yeah,
toggled. I don't know why it's
9.
not. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Boom. Bloodying
All
him
right.
on the first attack.
And then we're just gonna do the pole arm bonus move.
9. Unfortunately, that will
And-
miss.
What? Ah. Okay. I will allow it.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Kat.
I will allow it.
Okay.
And then
There's
let me
action
see
and
here
bonus
real
action.
quick. Yep, action and bonus action, and that will be it.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
More hobgoblin shenanigans. I think terrified by the spider, the hobgoblin will attack the spider. Is going to lash. That is a 20 to hit for 9. He gets his martial advantage too for 2d6 more for 18. Pinky and Stinky aren't looking so great either. Reyna.
There's technically 2 bloodied in front of me.
Yes, there are 2 currently bloodied in front of you. And you know that the Dragon Army soldier has retreated into the building, and there are some hobgoblins to the south as well.
We're just gonna keep trying to hit the one that I was already attacking,
Okay.
which is that one right there. One-handed,
17
17 to hit.
will just miss.
Can I use my where is it? My Knight of Solamnia, where once per turn I can try and get advantage.
You do get advantage. You'll just roll again. 23 does hit. Yep, and tick
Ooh.
that down. We love
Heck
reroll
yes.
mechanics, Wizards of the Coast.
We do. And then I am adding an additional D8 to the damage, so boop, plus a d8 plus a bonus action thunderous smite as you watch as my sword crackles on contact, and you just hear this thunderous.
Yeah, absolutely.
At
Roll
the base
thunder,
of his skull.
thunder smite damage. Generally, you do that bonus action before you make the attack because it is a concentration spell, but it's all good. Just letting you know. For another 8, yeah. And the thunder sends him backwards a good 15 feet from you, and he dies. An explosion of that smite.
And again,
Yeah.
shit.
All good. Okay, that is your action and bonus action, Raina. You have a movement remaining, but there is still a guy here.
I don't want to take the reaction. I'll just stay.
Okay, Talinor.
All right, I can see this dude up here. He's holding a longbow, right?
Correct.
This guy,
Yeah,
the one
he's
who
just
shot at Razik?
he's literally aiming it at you now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna duel this dude. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna chaos bolt him.
Awesome. Love it.
16 to hit.
16. Without his shield, that will just hit.
Lovely. Level 1 for 12, so 1 and a 7. Let's deal psychic damage to him. Why not?
What
Let's
does psychically
harm his mentals.
killing him look like?
Oh, it's just the classic, blood through the nose, eyes, ears,
Yep.
anywhere it can.
And then he
It's coming out.
just drops as his brain
Crumples
implodes
to the
from the
floor.
inside. Nice.
I'm just like, I'm kind of glad nobody saw that. That was quite violent.
There's like this small popping sound to the north side of the building as his head pops.
Everyone's in their like melee duels, and I'm just there ripping a guy's brain apart. Don't worry about it.
All right,
Fine.
Talinor, that's
Push it down.
action. That's your action, bonus action,
I'll
movement.
move ever so slightly closer to the group just to be
Absolutely.
about there. Let's go there.
All
All right. Yep, that'll end my turn.
Having recollected himself on the inside, he will move forward here towards Ravenna. I think there is a thing here. Hang on. And I'm going to just double check my rules because I know this is new for you. So, this is something for you to remember, Ravenna. You have a fun new reaction with Polearm Master, where if anyone moves into range, you get to make an attack with your reaction. Yeah, he moved into range around the door, so you get to make a reaction attack against him right now before he gets to lunge forward at you.
And it's not my polearm bonus, right? Do I attack with my actual
the
halberd?
actual halberd. This is a straight up
that's enough.
halberd attack when
Yeah.
he enters your radius here. Okay, with an 11, he will be able to bat it to the side and close the distance on you here, making his 2 attacks with the longsword, 21 on the first and 10 on the second. The 21 will hit for 8 slashing, halved down to 4, and 1 fire damage. So it'll be 5 total, Ravenna.
Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. So you said it was how much again?
5 total.
Thank you.
Svartal.
I'm trying to do the math in my brain.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, still pretty pissed at this point.
Yeah.
He's not quite desperate, so he's gonna just take another great axe swing at the same one he's been trying to hit.
Yeah, the one on the
for-
west side
for
now.
A while, yeah.
Absolutely. Ooh, 22 looks good. Yeah.
All right. Well, yep. Swinging it, hit it.
Was that straight damage, by the way,
For
that
12.
guy did to me previously?
Oh, hang on a sec. For 12 total points of damage, and that will be just enough to cleave through him, hacking him down to the ground. Awesome. Okay, Svartal, do you have any movement or bonus actions you want to do here?
Nope. He hits him so hard that he just turns around slowly and looks at the other guy.
Okay. What was the question, Kat?
Oh, I just wanted to know what type of damage that was that I'd...
So
like-
it was 8 slashing, halved down to 4, and then 1 fire damage.
Oh, because
So
I
that was
have...
5
Because I'm
total.
raging.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So you
Just
took
wanted
5
to
total. I'd
clarify.
already done the math.
Thank you.
Razik!
I will attempt to hit the hobgoblin to my southeast with my greatsword.
23
So
hits.
23?
God, you're good at this. 8
for-
dead. Gone. Done.
Okay. Because I could have killed him more, but
No, you don't need to. He's
Could
gone.
have killed him more.
He
Kill him
drops
all.
into a heap
Kill him
on
again.
top of your little mechanical buddy.
It's okay, you killed him dead enough.
But I don't even know if I want to move anywhere, Joel, honestly. I'm very low health, so I'll actually take one step back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take a step back, and then my turn.
Oof. I'm gonna have this hobgoblin roll a little check. I had him roll a saving throw. It's a 0. He is going to not even disengage, just sprint away, or attempt to, from Svartal. Svartal, you'll get an attack of opportunity here, as this battle is essentially over.
Just roll my great axe.
Yep, it's just a basic great axe attack. That's a 20. Hit damage.
For 14.
I'll move him back. He turns to run and just straight through him, drops. Oh god. The dragon army soldier will see that, goes, cowards, a lot of you. You are never worthy of her. Van goes, go, Pinky. The spider will and leaps at the dragon army soldier. That is a 22 to hit. He'll deal 2d6 plus 3 for 6 total. Yeah, what's up?
There's not like an old-timey guy with the top hat and a mustache riding this spider, is there?
No, not right now.
Okay.
But the dragon army soldier does get crushed by the spider and dies. This
Not with Will Smith rapping in the background.
Yeah, I was going to say, was that a Wild Wild West reference? My God, of all the films
to be fair, as combat comes to a close here, yes, Pinky and Stinky are inspired by that giant spider contraption. But yes, the combat does come to a close. Van will scramble through under the fence on the top side here and comes running forward. To like help out with the little guy on the ground.
I will also move to the steel defender.
Oh, poor little guy.
Well, I mean, I can repair it, then, but it costs some of my. It's a spell I can cast. I mean, do you have another way of repairing it?
He pulls out a satchel and unfurls his toolkit. I mean, I've got some spare parts in the trunk here, and he'll go over to the big abdomen section of the spider and opens it like a trunk, and inside he has spare parts. He will pull them out. I mean, it will take a little bit of time to get him back together, but I can do some good work here.
Okay, well, I mean, I would appreciate it if you. That'd be a great help to me. Thank you.
Right, yeah. Anyone got an umbrella? It's kind of hard to work in all this rain. You see, his brown hair's all matted down on his face, just dripping.
Oh.
I will stand over that and just place my hands above his head.
I suppose. I mean, I guess that's. I
grunt.
Svartal would offer to hold the shield, green shield over it.
Okay. Yeah, and you put the shield there, and you can help him protect the little guy down here while he does some work.
I'm gonna start shuffling through the man's stuff.
Absolutely.
If he's got anything on him, to see if there's anything any type of papers or orders or whatever, like physical orders, stuff like that, or anything that could give us a lead as to where they might hit next or etc.
Sure.
As you hear Ravenna start getting a little sniffly.
And getting a cold in the rain.
A quick question.
Yes.
Are these sheep that are on this map, are they actually here?
Yes.
Okay. So holding the shield over Van, he would get distracted by said sheep and slowly move it away, thus not covering him for a second.
Reyna would be also holding her shield over them, but guys, can't we just take this inside? Pointing to the
building.
The building.
Yes. Could you scoop him up for me? And I wanted to try and get to it as fast as possible, and yeah, I mean, you can move inside the building as well. With that, for those of you that do go into said building to start working on stuff, I would love like perception checks from those of you that aren't working on the Steel Defender. Ravenna will take into account your investigation as well. Talonor, what are you doing?
I'm sort of just surveying the aftermath, I suppose. I'm kind of intrigued by, both Razik and Than's creations. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of quite happy to watch them sort of fiddle with them and repair, because I've never really seen anything like that before, right? It's not very Sylvanesty.
Roll me an insight check as you stand out here next to the combined form of Pinky
13.
and Stinky. Yeah.
Ravenna, you okay?
That is probably fine.
I'm fine.
Oh, that was a
You don't sound
0.
fine.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh. You note the Pinky and Stinky contraption here. It seems to be keeping watch, like out towards the road, like actively keeping watch, which is a very interesting thing. And it looks up at you occasionally, and then looks towards the road. I don't. It seems to have like a small bit of personality to it. Ravenna, the 0 doesn't help you much, but you do find something. You find that there are belongings, at least, and some things to collect here, I suppose. The soldier's gear, all told, has 200 gold pieces and 5 suits of black chainmail emblazoned with the symbol of Takesis. In addition, the Dragon Army soldier also carries a message. It's a bit wet, sodden, hard to read, but you get this out of it. The High Master requires soldiers, not thugs. Figure out which you have, then dispatch the ones not suited to the task. This is the Dragon Queen's will. As for Svartal, nice little 15 as you're in here, trying to keep some of the drip drops of the rain here. You note that, it seems that some of the roof is missing, so still have to do a little bit of your holding the shield over them idea there. But in addition to that, you note that the fire here rather clearly started on the roof, and it burned downwards. So something must have started the fire over the farmhouse.
Would I be smart enough to figure that out?
Do you want to roll nature
Yeah.
or something? Like give it
sure.
an effort?
Yeah, I wonder if that would. The 17.
Yeah,
straight up.
17. You're like, okay. So something would have had to, maybe a lightning bolt, but there hasn't been storms recently.
Yeah, I think that's what he would assume. But he would mention it out loud for the rest of the group to think about it more. Guys, so this fire is not from in here. That came from somewhere else.
The details from Svartal are always great.
I don't know.
Like something created that fire. Like
Like
something.
a light, I don't know, lightning maybe? It does look rainy here.
Like a large sort of mechanical dragon that fires huge fire cones, maybe? Or
But could that thing fly?
I don't know, but I'd assume not. It looked like it weighed several tons.
It couldn't be.
Yeah.
And no.
We get a brief flashback for the group on flying draconians that dropped fire bombs on the buildings of Vogler.
Does it look similar, the damage?
Well, you're not up on the roof, but if the fire started from the roof and then burned down through it, that is a potential. There's also been no storm, so lightning would be rather unlikely.
So the roof, it looks like fire created the holes, not like explosions or anything?
Correct.
Okay.
Now that we're out of the cold, wet rain, does anybody need any healing?
Yeah.
Just kind of looking around, taking appraise of the
Well,
party.
not to continue to game the system, but Joel, are we going to be doing a short rest
That
here,
was
actually?
my next question. A short rest would be likely necessary to get your mechanical friend up and running. If you want him like back at strength there, in addition to Than, working on his spider as well. So you could spend an hour in the burned out farmhouse for a time and roll some hit dice.
Well, I mean, I would just say to the group, is it okay if we just spend an hour here just to repair my creature and
Yeah,
catch
we
my
could.
breath?
We could do that.
All right.
I see no issue with
I don't
it.
want to spend that much longer here, though. An hour is fine.
Of course. In the meantime, we can get some rest.
Yeah. You spend an hour, Razik, also bandaging yourself, not just fixing your friend. So Than takes most of that work just so you have time to, help yourself. Those of you that want to roll hit die, you're more than welcome to roll some now. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to do here or talk about here before proceeding onwards?
I don't think so.
Maybe a bit of a macabre question, Joel, but is there bodies for the residents of this place around, or that we've seen?
Do you want to take a look?
I guess so.
Because there's nothing that's immediately visible.
Just like a circuit around the area.
Roll investigation or survival.
It's a 7, Joel.
The fire here looks like it probably burned a few days ago. The wood is rather sodden, through and through, meaning that the drizzle's been doing a pretty good work on it. But there's no sign of any other people than the ones you just cleared out of here.
Does anybody want to get on the roof? I can lift you.
I'm good.
No, I think I'm good with the walking on the burnt out roof. Thank you.
Are you saying that you would like to go on the roof, brother?
I don't know. It looks weird. Is there something outside I can stand on and maybe
There's
get
some
a better
like
peek?
boxes and some burned trees and whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can clamber up onto the roof if you'd like to.
I just kind of want to look at it, and it feels dangerous. But Spartle's Spartle, so yeah, he's gonna try to clamber onto it.
You're a big
Sure.
boy. Show me how careful you are with a dexterity saving throw.
Fun.
Pretty good. 14. You ease your way around some of the more structured parts here. And while you're up here, either roll me survival or perception.
Ooh, I will roll a survival. 9.
Not super great on the 9, but you do notice a couple of things. There's not like, this is exactly what did it, but what you do find are some glass shards stuck into the, still exposed wooden portions of the roof.
Okay, I don't say much. I grab one of the shards and I bring it down and show it to Ravenna.
Yeah, and it'll be like a finger-long sliver of glass, essentially.
So yeah, I just show it to Ravenna. Look.
It's glass.
I sneeze on it.
Ooh.
Gross.
Roll to sneeze, boys.
Ravenna, you all right?
I'm fine.
You don't sound fine. I've got a gnomish remedy that we can give you when we get back to the camp and things.
I see no need for it, but I would not be opposed to it.
Well, it's pretty tasty.
What does it taste like?
Oh, it's a kind of a soup. That helps clear out your head.
I do enjoy soup. Fine.
Oh, good. Sounds fun. So, Svartle, what did you find?
A big piece of glass. I don't know if this is like from something.
With Ravenna's boogers on it now.
Yeah, he'll look
Put
at
it
it.
under a microscope.
It's weird that you found glass on the roof, but hey, if we're thinking,
Yeah, I
that
thought it was weird.
I remember glass flasks bursting into flames in Vogler, and this is quite clearly the Dragon Army. So maybe they've got some forward attack forces.
We should take note and make sure we report back.
Oh, right, yes. Notes.
This was merely a scavenging party by the looks of it.
All right. Well, should we get going to Tina's?
Yes.
All right.
Unless anyone else has any other saying it.
Bless you.
Maybe we should turn around. I could wait for another day.
Nonsense.
Oh,
She'll be fine.
all right. Okay.
Just don't stand right next to me. I might.
All right.
Yeah, and we will proceed once again to the south.
Before we do, question, DM. How heavy is that armor? You said there was 5 suits, right?
Yes, there are 5 suits of the chainmail armor. Let's see. Let's find out how much they weigh, because I don't know off the top of my head.
All I'm saying is if I can count correctly, there's 5.
Chainmail is 55 pounds.
55 pounds.
You could, like, each of you could carry an additional. Also, with Pinky and Stinky here, you could probably stuff 2 of them in the trunk space.
I also don't carry much of anything. I can carry some stuff.
I'll do 2 of those. I want to use them for reasons later.
Indeed. Okay.
Yeah.
So Svartal carries 1. Raina, you wanted to carry 1?
Only if Raina asks me to.
Oh, no. You're totally fine. In fact, I'm going to try and shove as much into Pinky and Stinky as I possibly can. And
Sure.
out of context, that sounds horrible.
No, that's right.
But
Yeah, you'll be able to get 2 in there.
2.
It can, yeah, he can carry 2 of those. And if that's enough for you, then you take 2.
perfect. Thank you, DM.
Yeah.
Very kind, DM.
Ravenna, are you holding on to the gold?
Yes.
Okay.
I snatched the gold and the
note.
was it like a letter or like the note? Like that was my main concern was that.
Yeah, it definitely appeared like a scroll that was probably rolled up and delivered for, like as a message, rather than just like a piece of parchment or something like that. Okay, cool. We continue our way southwards. Again, the road is rather easy to follow here, and eventually you kind of turn off, taking a bit of a westward cant. I would like perception checks from the group, please, as the rain continues to fall.
So 2 for me, Joel.
Oh, yeah.
A 3 from me.
Do I get disadvantage because I'm
14.
sick?
No, you're fine. I won't count
I'm
you
fine
as
with it.
poisoned.
I was gonna. It's poisoned.
God,
God,
Michael
I
Jordan
feel
played his
like
flu
that'd be
game. You'll be fine.
Fortunately, Raina has a natural 20 on that perception check.
Let's go.
So before anything even comes into view here, before you even see anything, you hear it. Cries of panic, screaming, pain, and the sounds of whirring machinery. Somewhere ahead of you, through this copse of trees.
Everyone, I don't do the same thing as I did last time. Because obviously that didn't work. Everyone, do you hear those noises up ahead?
With a
Wait for everybody to check them.
Yeah.
And then just start running through the brush.
Oh God, okay.
We're doing the opposite
We're
of
gonna
last
do the
time.
opposite? All right, sure.
I can't hear anything because I'm pretty sure one of my ears is plugged now.
Does anyone join Reyna in the dash forward?
I guess Razik would do.
Absolutely not. I'll walk behind them.
I'll walk behind them. Sure.
You know what? The Waste is absolutely. I was just gonna say he's gonna say yes. It's not. Nope. Never mind.
So
I will follow. I will
yes.
follow.
yes.
All we see is brush, right?
Currently, right now, all you see is brush. As Reyna brings up the sound, you hear cries of pain and whirring machinery and people dying.
So Sparta would also rush forward, but not in the same direction. Should try to get a different angle.
Okay, where do you go?
I'd just right like 30 degrees and then just run that way.
Alrighty, sure. You are off on the side a little bit here. And we make our somewhat swift approach. Razik, are you staying back or moving forward?
No, I'll run with.
All right,
Reyna,
you keep
try to
up
keep up.
with Reyna, and yeah, it's good. And don't worry, I feel so self-conscious about it when I miss it now. I'll give you the banging music. On a hill stands an unusual structure that resembles both a cottage and a metal fortress. The building bristles with steaming pipes and whirring devices, and it is currently under siege. Amid clanging metal contraptions, goblins try to breach the structure, impeded by gadgets that spin, snap, thrash in the yard. Every few moments, a gnome appears from the open clock face above the door and hucks a new clockwork calamity at the attackers while cackling and yelling insults. Oh, that's right! You go back to the fuck you came from! Don't come by Tatina Rukuldas and not expect a battle! I need you all to roll me initiative.
I fucking love her.
Protect
her at all costs.
Is she a doomsday prepper and has got traps and claymores and all kinds of stuff everywhere?
So.
Oh shit, yeah, should we worry about a minefield right now?
No, you're fine. It's fine. You know what? I'm gonna open this up. Fuck the rain. I don't care. More brightness. Boom. So yeah, lots of goblin-y forms, some biting teeth that are here, some whirring snake-like blade contraptions, and these chicken forms that are pooping out eggs all over
I saw that in the picture.
goblins. Yeah, it's a special time. Who am I missing for the turn order? Who didn't get it?
I mean, we can all see who it is.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't snitches, so figure it out yourself.
Reyna. Wow. So fucking rude, dude.
I clicked my thingy.
All right, hang on. Let me get 10 goblins onto the page here. They do seem to be led by a hobgoblin. Wow. Looks like we are getting rather familiar with them these days. And he is wearing the customary black and red of the Red Dragon Army. Okay, what did you get, Reyna? Was it a 12? We good? All right. Svartal, you are at the top of the turn order here, as I also adjust this for viewers at home. Smile. Big black box there is Tatino Rukuldusk's workshop. So just keep that in mind there. Svartal, what are you doing?
Yeah. They are wearing uniforms, correct?
They are.
Okay, so being out kind of on its own, he has not really a need to ask a question of who's the bad guys, who's the good guys. He sees the uniforms and like a bull seeing red, he's gonna charge forward with, this time, instead of his great axe, he's gonna pull out the green shield.
Okay.
And his one-handed spear. What is the distance here?
45.
That's 45. Perfect. So we are going to use our dash action and charge our ability.
There we go. Are we adding the +5 to the attack or the damage?
To the attack.
Okay.
Yes.
He goes sprinting across the battlefield down towards the goblins and can make your attack here.
Bam.
+5 to this is a 19, which absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for that spear.
I think we have it set to only be damage. So let me turn this off then. I think Charger might just be damage.
It should be both.
To
It says
attacks damage roll.
either.
Oh, does it say either? Or it's either attacks damage roll or push up to 10 feet away.
Double check. Either gain +5 bonus to attacks damage roll. Oh,
Yeah. So it does a
either gain a +5 bonus to attacks damage roll or push the target. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that.
No, it's confusing.
On a 14, unfortunately, that will just miss.
Okay, that's fine.
I was happy to give you the +5, unfortunately. All right, I mean that's action and bonus action, Svartle, and now you are in the mix. The goblins around you here are actively battling the little things flying about, firing arrows and things up into the sky at the little chicken thing, dealing a pretty good amount of damage there on a 9, knocking it a bit off course as it careens around. Ravenna.
Brain
The
just
shield's not supposed to
complete
give
hiccups
me
for
a
second.
+1 to attack, right?
No, the shield is only
all right.
AC.
Just AC. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move here. Yes, 5, 10, 5. Oh no, gotta move back a square. Okay, I'm going to throw my javelin. Where is it at?
Yeah, I mean, you got all these guys in 30 feet.
I'm gonna this guy right here.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll. 14 will just miss as the shifty goblins dive out of the way. You have bonus action remaining, Ravenna.
Would you stay still?
Ow!
Did I sneeze? Curse you! I would like to rage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, Reyna.
So, question: how far is the drop on that right there?
So it starts, kind of narrow, right?
Okay.
So 5 feet, then it continues to go up as you get deeper. So in this area here, it's going to be about a 10-foot drop, and then it comes out to like a 15-foot drop over here. I can add some text for it.
Because if I'm mathing this, I think I could do it if I jump off the if I jump off that little small embankment. I might be able to reach that hobgoblin there, because I don't want to stop up like all of this area right here.
Sure.
From the
So that
top
nobody else
rope, the
can
people's
attack.
elbow.
From the top rope. I mean, you can try, right? If you've got the
I would
distance.
definitely like to try.
It's 40 to here, and then you're gonna have to leap. What is your strength score?
That's a good question. My strength score is 19.
I'll give it to you with an athletics check if you make it.
Oh, butt snacks. All right.
Because you're technically 1 foot off of making the long jump.
You know what? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Hell yeah.
Folks at home, let's go. So we're gonna run and then mentally prepare myself in hopes that, what did you say it was, an athletics? Okie dokie.
That's a 21. You go soaring through the air
Yes.
and then make an attack on the hobgoblin.
Just coming out off the cliff.
Crashing
Just,
down.
You watch as the light hits my sword, and that's what he sees and kind of like catches his attention as he turns to look at me as I attempt to hit him with, you know what? I don't even have my shield up. It's just two-handed.
hands.
We're coming down
Absolutely.
two-handed. Let's go.
Brush your teeth.
16. He currently
Does it
has
hit?
his bow out, so that will hit. Just hit.
Oh, I forgot to do the bonus action. It's okay. We won't do that.
You can
It's
also
okay.
just smite. That's not a bonus action or anything. Remember, divine smite you just get to do when you hit.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll do that one.
Yeah.
So I'm doing longsword damage there,
Yeah.
and I clicked the radiant. That
Yeah,
should have
you
already
do
gone up.
19 total points of damage. You will hit the ground for 4 points of damage, a little hard as you do get to him there. But you land on top of him, drive your sword through him, and with radiant blast, he dies underneath you.
I'm learning a lot from Ravenna.
God, you're certainly in there. Yeah, again, than go Pinky and Stinky, and they'll just go. They go 35 feet, and they're gonna fire a dart at one of the goblins. Pew! That's a 2. That does not hit. All right, it's goblin time. They look around and just panic begins to set in. Their leader is dead on the ground. They're being literally chewed apart by some of these contraptions here. We're running. We're going. We're going to right here next to Rada, and the goblin's gonna make a little scimitar attack against you. Kia! It's a 19 hit for 3. The next one is going to get attack of opportunity by the chomping bits. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. He ends up chomped. Frick. Bye, guy. The next one is the one in front of Svartle. He's going to use his bonus action to disengage from you and goes, bye! And we'll run this way as well towards Reyna. And is going to make an attack too. Short sword on another 19 for 3. Diom, go goblins, go. Razik.
It'll just be kind of a vanilla turn for me, Joel. I will run here and use a firebolt on the goblin just to the southeast of Svartle.
Absolutely.
It's a 10.
10 does not hit.
Okay, and then I will deploy the Steel Defender.
Yep. Get him out.
Send it in, and it will make an attack. Oh, did I close the sheet? No, I didn't.
24 hits. There you go.
For 3.
3 does 3 points of damage, almost bloodying the goblin.
But that ends my turn.
Okay, Talonor, as you were, this actually is very fitting considering you were like kind of back behind and now you're the last to go. Casually walking.
I'm gonna run up next to Ravenna, and I mean these guys are obviously fucking off at this point, right?
I mean, yeah, they're in a panic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, I'll hold a firebolt in case one of them decides to rush us for some reason. But other than that, I'm just gonna watch the carnage.
Okay.
I don't think there's much of a fight at this point. So
absolutely. Okay. Next goblin is gonna go. It's just gonna run this way and then fire backwards. You know what, Reyna? You're right here. Boom. Short bow. That's an 8. It'll miss. The next one is the hobgoblin who is dead. This goblin here is going to attempt to run. He's going to disengage because that's smart. And then he's going to fire an arrow backwards at this guy, at the little snake. That is 15, does hit for 6. It's pretty good. Okay. In the center here, this goblin is going to battle it out. Fight the snake. Dealing 7 points of damage there. This one here is gonna attempt to attack Svartle. That is a 12, which will miss because you're using the shields. And the last guy here is battling it out with another little snake-like creature. That is a 21. It hits for 3. At the top of the turn, however, all of these contraptions, quote-unquote, go. So I'm gonna need a save from Svartle likely here. So hang on a second. Let me find. Yes. Okay. Svartle. Let's see what happens here. Okay. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw. You do have advantage with danger sense, as the teeth next to you don't seem to understand who's friend and foe and turns to chomp you.
Okay. 15.
15 is good. You will dodge as the teeth slam down directly in front of you. That being said, the rest of these, this deals damage here. The mechanical chickens fire out things as well and continue flying. Little snaky guys are doing stuff, and let me get the damage for those. Okay. This goblin dies. This goblin dies. And this is gone. Okay. Svartle, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, just gonna keep attacking things closest to me. He is going to, well, no, he's just gonna attack. No raging this time.
Okay.
With his one-handed spear, shield still out.
Okay.
Because why not?
Sure. It's useful.
Nope.
Unfortunately, an 8 will miss. These are nimble boys, and they are trying to get out of here.
Yeah. They are trying to leave.
Yes.
How far can I get? How close can I get? Not very close. Fine. I'm just gonna stay here
Okay.
with this guy.
Yeah, more goblins just running.
Yeah.
We're getting out. That one is dead. Ravenna, what do you want to do?
I can see that they were clearly running, correct?
Yeah. The ones that can are.
I'm just gonna go and... Ugh. I'm just gonna sit down.
Okay. Raina, you're the only one really in combat right now. What do you want to do?
I want to combat.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Yeah, sure.
I guess. No, I sit down. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I sit down and
sit down.
you just hear like a bunch of sniffling to the side. Like Talanor's just like looking on. You just hear, and then just like just sitting down.
All right, Raina, what are you doing?
Bonus action, Thunderous Smite, get that concentration
Yep.
up. Attempt to hit. We'll go with the one to the right.
Yep.
He's the closest to running away.
Yep.
Still two-handed.
24 hits.
Boom.
Done. And this kabooms.
Kaboom.
Supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
And a
It's like
Ka-
2d8
kaboom!
more. Oh, 6. Yeah, he's gone. He goes slamming into the wall.
And I'm just gonna point my blade at the one next to him and stare at him.
Parlay?
Sit.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Alphabetical order.
11? Okay. Okay. We'll see. The spider is not gonna give him an opportunity. Will clamber down the wall, and munches on some goblin.
Oh dear.
Crunch, crunch. Here's a parlay. Gone. Dead. Done. Razik.
Well, I'll let my steel defender will first attack the closer goblin.
Sure.
It's 22
Yep.
for 9
Yep.
force damage on that one, Joel.
Force
And
rendered.
then I'll run up to the cliff edge and can I see the rightmost goblin clearly?
Yes,
Can I
absolutely.
shoot a fireball? Yeah.
Yeah, you have height here too, so you have clear view.
Okay, but I only do 2
Singeing his
damage,
heels
sure.
on a 2. Yep.
And that ends my turn.
Talonor, anything you want to do here?
I'm just gonna walk up to the ledge and have a look over the scene. Nobody looks in trouble, right? These goblins are just getting completely
They're
fucking
getting
routed.
oblitterated. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna
It
keep
looked like
surveying
they
the
were
scene.
already injured, most of them.
Yeah, I don't feel the need for wanton massacre, so I'm just gonna survey the scene.
Sure. The 2 down at the bottom here are, yeah, they're leaving. So I'm just gonna remove them. This one on this side is gonna just head straight this direction, hopping down, and also diving into the woods. Svartal, is there anything that you want to do here? Oh, wait, we're still by the teeth. Roll me a dex save.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay. The teeth are gonna do 2d10 for 16. The little snaky guy rolls a 17 to hit. He does 2d6 for 5 more. And then Rugeldust will just like
21.
rappel out of the roof here. Wait, oh, stop. And she starts trying to like calm her machines down somehow. But yes, it is 21 Svartal. And the other ones, the like chicken ones, are chasing after the fleeing
You would start
goblins.
yelling, "This is why I hate machines."
Okay.
Oh.
And the last goblin also just getting out of here. With some panic from Tatina, the combat will come to a close as the goblins are chased off by some of the other machines here, and the rain continues to fall. We get a good look at Tatina for the first time, a blonde, gnomish woman. Goggles on her head, long ears, and a high, long ponytail here as well, wearing some clothing that would likely fit a tinkerer or a blacksmith, some like heavy leathers, and she's got some big gloves on as well. And she'll look around at the group here and she, who the hells are you all? And that is where we'll take a break. Yay, goblin combat.
Yay.
Woo. The Dragon Queen has gone to war. The conquest of Ansalon has begun. Eastern portions of the continent have fallen. Kenderbor and Sylvanesti fight for their lives. Where are the heroes in our time of need? Who will stand and join the ranks of the Shard? Join the premier mercenary group known as the Shard of Discord. Build your character, select your class, and roll dice in a game designed by me, Runaway Robot. Scout, build, craft, and fight your way to victory during live stream game crises that directly affect the DieFall show Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Join now at patreon.com/DieFall. Shard of Discord Season 2 begins. Connor, you better have fun tonight, all right? It better be fucking worth it.
I've got people to watch baseball, so I'm gonna have fun. It's great.
You
People
like
want to do social
baseball?
things. I'm like, how about we go watch baseball instead? I do. I like pretty much every sport.
I knew you liked football. Or
I like basketball a lot too.
Basketball
and hockey.
too?
I like
The
baseball.
soccer, the football.
I've just never.
No, I'm a big American football fan.
Okay, cool.
I sometimes watch soccer, but I'm like a massive American football fan. American football and basketball are like probably my favorite sports.
I'm fully invested in why everybody fucking hates the Astros right now.
Oh yeah.
Why does everyone hate the Astros?
I think it's because of their cheating win, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so they cheated in 2017, and they basically did the Patriots thing where they cheated in like a relatively minor way, but they then went on to win the World Series.
So then it becomes a
And
big
so
deal.
now people, yeah, and it was quite like insidious cheating as well. They were like hiding cameras in like trash cans and shit. It was
Damn.
yeah, it was like very. It wasn't like a let's ignore this rule and get away with it. It was like pretty fucking
Purposefully,
explicit cheating.
yeah, purposely doing
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So the
Damn.
Astros are not popular. They're also still very good. It's a little bit controversial in Toronto because we have one of their players who was involved in that now plays for us. But he was like, well, he was found to be aware of it and like didn't report it basically. Which yeah, he's complicit. Like
That
he
is,
is complicit.
yeah, that's
but-
complicit. Oh.
Yeah, but he's very good and he's like a very likable guy, so it's quite like conflicted. Yeah, so that's why people don't like the Astros. Also, they're good. And it's
Also,
like
they're good. It's fun
People
to
hate
hate on
good
those that
teams,
are good.
right?
Yeah, it's fun
They've been
to
good for a
yeah.
while.
fun to hate.
it's
that.
like people hate the Blue Jays because we're both Canadian and good. So like
I mean,
people really don't like us.
Joel, you get it. People fucking hate the Warriors.
it's yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm
big
only
time.
just getting into basketball, so like I haven't.
Oh,
I
really?
have
People
yet
hate the
to
Warriors, and it's
understand.
quite literally just because they're good.
I've enjoyed going to their games. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get to watch Stephanie Curry throw threes.
Yeah,
That's
the
pretty
last
fun.
the when I went, or the times that I have
What?
gone, I have not seen him play yet because he was
Sports ball, yeah.
apparently,
Yeah.
Yeah, Curry's awesome. People hate the Warriors because they're not the Lakers too. Like
True.
I think
Yeah.
the Lakers are basically, let's be honest, like the normie basketball team.
Sure.
And obviously their local rival is the Warriors,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's just like perpetuated a lot of shitting on the Warriors as well.
Sure.
I don't mind the Warriors at all.
I don't. Man,
Celtics,
I
though.
don't. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't pay enough attention to understand the.
Wait, you're in Toronto, right?
Yeah, I'm a Raptors.
That's why you
fan.
don't hate the Warriors.
Well, yeah, pretty much. You don't have to play them.
Well,
Never
Wait,
have to
you're
see
you
them.
Canadian?
you also beat the Warriors in
He's
a very
Canadian
big way.
now, right?
No, but it's
By residency.
by residency.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know
I
why
live
I
in
thought-
Toronto.
Oh, well, when I said I was just like, oh, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be in Europe.
Are you not confused as to how we play in the evening and it's bright outside? If I was in Europe.
I don't pay attention to that shit.
So the answer is no. Not
time,
confused.
is, time, is, time, is, time is merely a construct, or as
You realize where
as
Craig
I
is?
like to
It's
say, is
11 p.m. right
Yeah.
gravity is a theory.
Yeah, that's
now. True. It's technically
I mean,
true.
it is. Technically, it is.
So before
Technically, the flashlight is just, on your side,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Technically.
And
the best
birds
type
aren't
of
real.
correct.
would you guys like to play the rest of our Dungeons and Dragons session for today?
Yes.
That'd be
Totally.
great. Make
Birds
sure
are
that
real,
you got your
Oh,
recordings on.
clap!
Or we could just shit
you
on the
haven't already.
asteroids for like 45 minutes.
I'm leaving that in.
Ah.
Do it.
So we find
Let us know
ourselves.
what baseball TV support in the comments, and I'll insult you in a reply.
That's
There you go,
awesome.
engagement.
I love engagement.
Mhm.
We find ourselves in front of Tatina Rukeldust's home and workshop. She is currently kind of holding back these mechanical things from tearing into our friends here. She looks up at you after asking who you are. Are you with them? Huh? The damn dragon army people? Huh? Is that you? Are you with them? Do I have to give you a little snip, a little bite?
The ones we killed?
We look like we're with them.
Hey, I don't know. It's dangerous times right now. It's dangerous times. And Van will like rush forward. Oh, Tatina, hi. Oh, it's me. It's Than. I know we don't really know each other super well, but no, they're fine. They're safe. We're all friends here. And she'll look up at him. Oh, well, well, it's good then. Why are you standing out in the rain? Come inside. Let's go. And she will move back to the door and just open it up and just walk in. And then we'll look at you and say, I guess we go inside.
Are we going inside now?
Ravenna, yes! Come along!
All right.
Yeah.
Just kind of gets up and like
It's
just sneezing and coughing.
it's a comfortable looking little home here, small seating area inside in the center, which she will, plop down unceremoniously into a chair, and plenty of things in the building that look like she builds stuff. She's a bit of a tinkerer, along with, how Than does things here. You will note, however, Razik, since you have been to Than's workshop, this one is significantly much better organized.
Well, I would hope so.
This one makes sense, mostly. She plops down into a chair and begins tinkering with something here. She goes, so, what do you need? What do you want?
Well, we've been. I'm Razik, by the way. We've been asked by the council of. I wanted to say Camelot there. What the fuck?
The Council of Camelot.
Let's not go
Are
there.
we Knights of the Round Table now?
It's a silly place.
Wherever the city we've just come from is called
Kalaman.
Kalaman, that's it. Not a million miles away. We've been sent by the Council of Kalaman. They've requested your aid.
My
They
aid?
need
What
some-
for?
yeah.
Why? What do they need?
Well, those people who attacked you, I'm not sure if you're aware of the Red Dragon army that's been terrorizing the area.
Hey, well, they're terrorizing my house just now, but it's all right. Got them taken care of. Just figured out some not so great things about them. It's a problem. That's all right. I'll just make something better. Something better.
Well, this is the thing, is that this army is quite large. We originally came from the village of Vogler, and it's been lost, I'm afraid to say, and the refugees have made their way to the city, and, well, like I said, the council have asked us to come and ask if you would lend your aid to the city.
Lend my aid? I mean, I can make something. I can make it better. I can make something bigger. Yes, perhaps. A couple of weeks ago, some stranger came by, purchased my weed clearing device. Found out wasn't for great deeds. Not for weed clearing. Not how it's supposed to be used, But I can make it. I can make a different one. I can make it better. I can make it just for weeds.
Well, I think it's more than a weed problem that they have.
Oh?
Well, like I said, it is an army.
Right. That's fine. I understand. The stranger hired me to make another device too. Supposed to pick it up today. Then these things came. Said, turn over the weapons. Things like that. I don't make weapons. I make tools.
Okay.
What are the giant teeth for?
Oh, the giant teeth?
Yes, therefore, She stops and thinks. And goes, well, they were for chattering, but I guess I don't need chattering anymore, so I need to update them to do something else. Yes, something else, something better.
How about not bite me?
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Just take a seat.
I think
I plop on the couch and I'm just like a sniffling mess.
Than will like lean forward here.
Tatina, well, we're actually here for about a rather specific thing. There was a big, dragon-shaped device that was used in Vogler that burned down a lot of it. Do you know anything about that?
And she'll stop and look at him.
Oh, yeah, that's my weed clearing device.
Oh.
They didn't use it to clear weeds, so I gotta make something better. Something for weeds.
Yeah, I think Than just like sits back in the chair.
Well, I guess we know who made it. Tatina, are there more of them? Oh, no, I had made some other things. Kind of in,
She gestures back to a table on the side here. And says,
they wanted more dragon-shaped things. More things shaped like dragons. And, well, then they came by and called them weapons today instead of butlers. And, well, I'm not making them anymore. So I, quickly, getting them off my doorstep.
How many did you actually make?
Huh? Which things?
The dragon things.
Oh, well, there's just the 2 butlers over there that I hadn't gotten done. And then I had made the weeding device. Right, that's about it. I thought it was rather weird that they wanted to look like a dragon, but I like making fun things.
Did they compensate you for your work?
I was paid.
Did you give them instructions on how to make them?
No, I just gave them the thing.
You don't think that they would be able to replicate these butlers, do you?
she stops, like from where she's fiddling with something, looks up.
I didn't think of that.
Rowena stuffs her face in the pillow on the chair.
That's all right. That's all right. I can work fast. I can think fast and invent faster. And the next one, they won't be able to reverse engineer.
Would you be able to tell us the best weak point of the dragon that you made them, or the butlers?
It takes a long time to load. It takes a long time to weed. And it seems rather susceptible from the behind it, because it takes a long time to turn. It's very good at clearing a large area directly in front of it, but other than that, if you get on its side or behind it, no go there. It also takes quite a lot of people to operate, especially shoving it around. It's rather heavy, but it does get the job done. And weeds are cleared.
Assumedly, if they were coming to if they were coming from Vogler to Kalaman, would you be able to estimate the time frame that it would take for them to get that machine here?
Oh, I mean, it depends. Are they going down the river, or are they crossing across a bridge, or are they going to do it on foot, or are they going to go on horses? Horses could cross the river, though. They do know how to swim, but could they take the boiler jack with them if they were swimming across the water? And I'm going to have to do some calculations.
She starts writing feverishly down on the desk.
Thank you.
You guys can understand what this little machine-making thing is saying?
Hey, I'm not a thing. Name's Tatina. You're a thing. Look at you, you big
What?
thing. You got straw up in your beard. I've got an engine for that. I can shave that beard right off of you.
I can't understand you.
Have your brain work faster, then.
Cannot do.
Here, I've got the solution for you. All right.
And she'll get up and she moves over to where there's a bit of a small kettle on the side. And she says,
I've got this drink. It'll make you go real fast. It'll make you get going real quick.
and she's going to pour you a cup of brown liquid.
Is it liquid meth? What is this?
Highly concentrated, and she like points over to basically an alchemical kit that's like dripping this brown condensed liquid into a glass. And then I heat it up, cut it with a little bit of something sweet, and well, it's delicious. And get going. Maybe it'll turn your brain on, you big lug.
Still having no idea what the heck has just been said.
She's just proffering you a small cup.
Shoot it back, yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially espresso, but in a like condensed version. So you're taking in quite a lot of caffeine immediately.
Espresso concentrate.
Yes.
All right.
Right. So maybe that'll wake you up.
Had something like this. Yeah, I think his heart is gonna start pounding. Yeah.
Hi. Anyway, yes, I'll go back with you to Kalaman. I'll help. I can make something. I can make something better. I can make sure that they can't do anything. I have a thing. I can give you. A new invention. She points over to Van. I talked to you about it. The Fargab. And he's like, oh right, the Fargab. Oh, that's a cool little invention. Did you finish it? I have a prototype done, and we need to get it tested out. So you all here. Here you go. And she's gonna go grab some backpacks. They're called Fargabs. They're basically mobile radios, much in the vein of like an old school like World War II backpack radio. And they are paired to each other. Razik, you will notice something rather specific about the picture that is already placed here as well. There is a blue crystal set into the tops of each one of these Fargabs, and it glows faintly.
I would just try and say it as casual and offhand a way as I could. Tessina, I'm something of a tinkerer myself. I'm curious, what's this gem here you've got in the top?
It's a focus. Provides a little bit of the magic necessary to make these things communicate over long distances. Yes. When you use it, it'll blink a little bit, especially when there's an incoming message. But yes, it helps focus up the magic and the science, putting it all together and making sure that the Fargab works.
This crystal itself, where did you source it from?
Oh, I got it somewhere from a vendor from the south, the deserts. Yeah. That's all she says.
Okay. All right. You don't remember a name or anything, or?
What? No. Wait. What is your name?
I said it's Razik.
Oh, right. Razik. Yes. Sorry. And Van's like, Van. Right. Van. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Sometimes my brain gets ahead of things and I forget other things because I'm moving on to other things. No names. Sorry. What, blue crystals? I've got a couple of other ones, little ones, but I'm working on something with them.
I think you've been using these blue crystals.
I mean, even I'm having trouble keeping up. Could you tell me a little more about that, if you don't mind?
Oh, the Fargabs. Yes,
no,
they're pairs. They have matching numbers engraved on them. They allow communication over long distances with radio frequencies. Radio is a thing that I've come up with. While wearing a Fargab, you can use the action to speak into the device's mouthpiece and send messages up to 25 words. And then the magic kind of putters out for a little bit with a matching Fargab while they're within 18 miles of you. 18 miles is pretty good ways, huh? Message emits from the speakers, so it's a bit loud. And if you get them too close together, and she speaks into one of them, and there's that awful feedback noise. Oh, that'll happen.
Does that'll happen?
Hi.
Okay.
And she goes back to like writing a formula on a piece of paper, completely forgetting whatever you've asked.
Maybe it's that drink or something. I don't know.
drink is this is poison. This is poison. I feel horrible. My chest is pounding right now. I don't like it.
No, it's not poison. It's not poison. I'm taking to calling it speed me up.
Double his speed.
I do feel like I gotta run outside.
Right? You could go on a run. You could design anything. You could build anything.
It's
Bigger,
so
better,
down
faster,
to
stronger.
run.
Oh, I see colors. And I smell them.
I think Dan is just like looking around the room. He's like,
So, shouldn't we be getting back then? Everyone?
Dan is learning why you don't meet your heroes.
Ravenna's on the couch. She like arises from the pillow. I suppose we should go back.
Aye, we can make it back before night.
Are we bringing her with us?
Yes.
That was the request, right?
I kind of regret it.
Oh no. She's brilliant. Just give her time.
Have her bring her plans or whatever the thing,
Aye.
papers or whatnot and stuff. Do not leave any of them here because she
Tatina.
might have uninvited guests stop by.
Right. Tatina, come with me this way. Let's pack your things.
and Than will take her by the hand and just like move around the room, like collecting all of the necessary stuff. Leaving you for a time here to discuss anything you would like to. Otherwise, we can hop forward to when she is packed and ready.
I think I would just try to like, Ravenna would try and at least relay to everyone that it's less like, you know, hey, it's important. There might be some uninvited guests that stop by, so we can't be leaving just anything around, you know?
Yeah, some of the machines or designs or plans. I mean, do you want to take a look around, Razik? This is, I mean, do we want to look at stuff?
Yeah, I'll have a good rummage if I can, Joel.
Okay.
Do we destroy the evidence by burning this place down?
That's a big ask. Yeah. Roll a investigation, Razik, if you'd like to.
Okay, Joel. It's a nat 1, Joel.
That is a nat 1. Yeah, you begin moving around and you're looking at designs and pieces like that. And how yours and Than's designs like make sense. What you note is that all of her designs are written in Gnomish. So you look at them and you can see the pictures and things like that, but like you can't read any of the measurements, you can't read any of the words. It's all just like this gibberish to you here. But what you do note is that she seems to have a proclivity for making things that look like animals and like perform various different menial tasks. But what is also something that you note is that they could quite clearly be used for nefarious purposes in every way, shape, and form. Each one of these machines is dangerous in some way, or has malfunctioned in some way to do so. Like you find the outline for the chickens, right? And you can't read much more of it there, but it seems that she was trying to make mechanical chickens that lay eggs. You saw those chickens flying out there and they were dropping eggs filled with acid.
Does that droid explain how they create the eggs, or is she just loading like
Nope.
preloading eggs inside the chicken?
No
for it to lay them?
explanation.
Okay.
At least not that you can understand by looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else from anyone here? Svartal, you have an idea. Do you pose it to the group?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If we don't want people to take this stuff, we gotta burn it down.
I think you might be right.
I was kind of concerned about leaving everything else here as well. Is burning down the building really the only answer, though?
Oh, you want to lug it back? I'm not doing that.
I don't think the spider's butt would take that much.
Phrasing.
We're doing phrasing still?
Sorry, I really don't intend to, but I will be more conscientious of the way I phrase things.
Kind of accidentally by naming them Pinky, Stinky, and then giving them a butt. All right, like that is, that's on me.
They just have this huge thorax compartment for
Yeah,
storage.
for
you know?
storage.
So I can remove the 2 suits of armor to make room for other things. You know, we're thinking about this logistically. Just no dirty minds.
Yeah,
here.
I guess like Svartal, as you look around and your heart is thumping into your brain. Does anyone want to take a vote about burning the place down?
Well, I mean, maybe we should speak to Tina about it. I don't know. This seems quite cruel to just. This
Yeah,
is
the
a life
homeowners-
work.
It seems a little cruel, but I think she is also sort of an accidental war criminal. So
I
you know,
get
it
that.
sort of
but
balances
maybe,
out a little bit.
But if we explain it to her, maybe that like she could take all her plans with her, and I mean, books and other valuables and personal items at least.
Sure.
She's going to say no.
Yeah, so they're like finishing up, and she's got like a large pack on, and Van has also seemingly gotten a pack full of her things as well. Books, designs, some spare parts and things. The Fargabs are left for you to take, and you know they'll rejoin the group here. And Dan will look. All right, I think we've got everything needed here for Tatina to come with us.
All
You know
right.
what?
About that.
Sorry, good.
What's going on?
I'm not bringing it up. Someone else could. I've not seen it.
Tatina will look around there and say, "Oh, someone spit it out already."
Well, hold on. Before we do that, I'm gonna get changed real quick. So speaking of those, I'm gonna get changed into one of those suits of armor real quick.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it takes about 10 minutes. You could
Yeah.
have been doing it during this point in time.
Cool.
Reyna
Yep.
is now wearing the Red Dragon Army chainmail.
Just don't ask any questions. I just figured this would be a good idea.
Why?
Subterfuge. Always keep them guessing.
Oh.
Never let them know your next move.
All right. Yeah, Tatina will raise an eyebrow. She's, all right, now what? What is it? Out with it. Let's get on the road.
We're going to burn your house down.
Huh?
Thank
What?
you,
Why?
Startle.
No. Phrase it like, can we burn your house down?
No, we're going to burn your house down.
Damn it. It's portal.
Why are you going to burn the house down? What's the point?
You have too many valuable things of information and random contraptions that can be used to the enemy's
Oh my goodness, you're talking way
advantage.
too slow. Fine, if you're going to burn it down, we're going to burn it down. But you're going to each take a bag of my things, all right?
She took that a lot easier than I was expecting.
Now you, get the books. You, get the other books. You, get the other machines. Let's go. Come on. Chop,
I
chop.
want all over to go get.
Yeah, she's
things
just gonna like
with that,
toss
usually.
satchels at you all to carry her stuff. Does
Yeah.
anyone not do it?
Yeah, I will do it.
I'll do it.
Okay.
We're burning down our house. We
I mean,
kinda
I'm about
got
to
It's
burn
it.
our
just
house
yeah,
down,
it's
so-
additional. It's just additional backpacks of her things, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, "All right, fine, it's ready. Burn it down, then."
Just like that, eh?
And she'll look specifically at Van and just
I
go,
just,
"You owe me a new house." Right.
I
what?
guess I'll ignite some visible things.
Yeah, just like
You get-
the table, the couch,
Yeah.
things just start burning.
Because I can just light them on fire with prestidigitation,
Yeah,
right? I'll just
that and
wave my hand at
firebolt,
some
you're just
stuff
like-
and light them on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, fireball might seem a bit dramatic.
Sparta walks outside.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone to stay in while the place begins to burn.
I like step out and carefully close the door behind me and then just light it on fire.
I don't think Sparta would know how to set something on fire. That's why.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, and she gives a nod and goes, huh, "New beginnings then. All right, to Kalaman, let's go." And she will
She really did
Start
take that in her stride.
trudging off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, "Heard that? I don't like to dwell in the past. Time to move on."
Why not? Belongings are not real. We don't have belongings.
As we're carrying all her books.
All of her belongings.
Yes.
Yeah. We will proceed
And they
back
drop them.
to Kalaman. While we do, it seems a bit uneventful, but I would like a perception check from the group again.
Boom.
2.
Natural 20.
Damn, Talinor,
Okay.
you've been killing these. All right. Talinor. The rain continues. and it's early evening. It's becoming dark outside, and you see something ahead of you. About half a mile away, they don't bear the colors of Kalaman or the Dragon Army, but they're quite clearly a group of armed soldiers, still on the road towards Kalaman.
Well, they don't look like the Dragon Army, although we were warned about brigands too, so maybe it'll be brigands.
Do you say that out loud to your group?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we hang back, let him go, or try and catch up?
I mean, it could be like soldiers from another city or something. The
True.
council could have reached out for reinforcements or something.
And also, at this stage, I do think there's a consideration of if it were to be brigands, we're a pretty formidable looking bunch. We have Svartal and all that, and I don't know, maybe they won't even bother us. Surely they're looking for easy prey.
All right. Yeah. So you continue forward. And Talinor, you'll notice before anyone else does that you recognize some of these people. It's clear the soldiers are exhausted and have recently seen some kind of battle. But you also note someone on a rather stout-looking pony at the head of the line. One Cudgel Iron Smile. She is dirtied, definitely seen a lot of wear and tear, and her hair has been singed off in a lot of places. She is at the front of that line. Again, conspicuously missing is Becklin.
Well, Cudgel's familiar with us. She's riding a pony, which is somewhat odd, but
Is Cudgel?
yes.
Oh, well, then let's go.
Hold on.
What? We know
How
Cudgel.
many are there again?
15, 20.
Can I insight check the group?
Like the group of soldiers? Sure. They look battle weary. They look incredibly dirty and injured. But again, you are much too far away to make much more insight than that. Cudgel is at the front. She doesn't seem to be in irons or ropes or anything.
Something
Perhaps
doesn't
they-
feel right.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Okay. It's easy enough for you to catch up with the trudging group. And at first...
Perhaps right now you should explain that armor immediately.
Yeah,
They
at
spot.
first, the rear guard will notice it and flip around and calls out, "Dragon Army!" And everyone from that group will wheel around looking at it there and kind of have lances down, ready for a charge. And eventually, Cudgel will push to the front here. "Oh, put your damned weapons away. We know them. Raina, what the fuck are you wearing?"
Subterfuge.
"Subterfuge my ass! Get over here!" And that is where we'll end our episode. Just in time for you, Connor. Thanks for everyone for
Hooray.
watching. Thank you guys
6
for playing and
minutes
making
early,
time
wow.
today. I'd say we're back on a regular schedule, but we're not. So we'll see you next time on
Subterfuge that ass.
Dragonlance Z. Bye.
Bye. Bye.